Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And it's been a while, not gonna lie. I haven't recorded anything for almost 2 weeks. Um, but I'm back and I really want to play modern. There's gonna be a modern PPTQ around my area on Saturday, so we're gonna test something new again in order to perform well there. So two things I did here. I exchanged Liliana with the other Liliana, which is a metagame call. I expect after the spoilers have subsided and people are getting their cards again and getting ready for whatever might come in just like 2 weeks, people are looking towards Jund and are already prepping. So I expect Jund and mid-range decks to become more popular again, and therefore I wanted to have Liliana of the Veil here, and we're gonna just put one Liliana, the Last Hope, into our main board to complement them. So what else has changed? Not much, to be honest. I've put in a fourth Cryptic Command because overall I want to play main board 6 counter spells, while also having 6 discard spells and 6 removal spells. So we have a nice parity going on there, and like once we covered the ground with especially these 14 cards, then our other spells here can take over, and it's a little bit, the balance in my old list with P and Kieran Lar was at like, I don't know, 95% upwards, and here it's not yet there. Rise Fall just is a little bit slower in the beginning, but then is more powerful than almost anything that we can do. Like there are situations where our opponents having 4 cards in hand. That's what happened like a couple of days ago against Strawn when I was playing Fall, and he had to discard like 4 cards because I had a Jace on board, and I could do it with like just 4 mana. And so yeah, we did have to find a little bit of a new balance here, and hope to have accomplished that with a little bit more flexibility up top, where we can just go, tap draw for a little bit, or yeah, it can just bounce something that we couldn't take care of before because like maybe Rise wasn't online yet or something like that. And post board we're way more flexible. You've already seen the new cards spoiled. I actually have the Professor's video up here right now. Also don't want to get into it too much, but Unmoored Ego and Mission Briefing are of course the big ones for us. For me personally, I'm still gonna play Jace over Mission Briefing in Grixis, but there are color combinations where I would play Mission Briefing both over Jace and over Snapcaster, and that's probably going to be the likes of Sultai, the likes of Esper, especially Esper and Blue-White Control are probably gonna solidify their tier 1 status. I mean Blue-White of course, Esper Control not, because it's just they usually don't want to play any creatures, and with Mission Briefing they have a very synergetic, very good card that doesn't have a couple of the drawbacks that Snapcaster Mage has, although it's very niche. But sometimes, are we talking about like Scavenging Ooze or Direfleet Daredevil, those types of cards? Well, let's head into a league. And let's see where we are going here. I will close the window though. I think that's all going on. Sorry. Sorry for the background noise. Let's see how we get an opponent here. Apparently we did. Alright. Let's take a look. As so often, we're stuck with blue and black without a red source, but I think despite it being a pretty slow hand, we might be able to dig out of it here. Since we're on the play. But we definitely need like one fetch land for a Steaments. If we're playing against Burn, that is probably over. Yeah, it's Burn. I think I'm gonna go with an island here, just to try and snipe down the Grim Lavamancer if possible. He does have another fetch land as well. Oh, alright. It's even worse. Okay. So I think we're gonna go and kill the Grim Lavamancer here. Devastating summons. Okay. So we either block 1 and not take 3 damage, or we counter this and take 5 damage less. So that's what I'm gonna choose. Even more damage, not only 5. But it's still not looking good here, not gonna lie. Because it also grants haste. But this is so much, like, so over. Alright, let's see. I don't really see a path out of this here, to be honest, so I can also just concede. So Nicol is definitely too slow here. 1/2 Kali does. I do want to have is it Steadycaster, not Liliana of the Veil. Collective Brutality over Thoughtseize. And that's probably it. Spell Pierce, not too good a card. Actually, for game 3, if we get there, we also want to have the Damnation. But I already clicked. This is always the fucking same. Come on, man. Opponent's on mulligan as well. And this is just horrid. Horrific. I mean, this can happen in paper, but like taking a mulligan and the only land being so the thing is, I'm not yet sure if we really. I think we're just gonna go with one mode. Nope. 2 modes. Okay. Must be another one, yep. So let's see. Does he have another one? Oh my god. Oh my god. So we're at 1 life. If we don't draw an untapped source, Alright, so that first game, I mean, we were never in that game. Well, that is not such a big deal. But I do want to kill it right now. Just because I don't want to give him the flip and then he can go and just play his creatures cheap, more cheaply. I think I actually just sold one of these planes in foil. One of the most beautiful basic lands in my opinion. Yeah, that was quite obvious, but I'm fine with it because it actually lets us get into the game. What the fuck's going on with my voice, man? Since we don't have anything with double black, red, I actually don't mind just fetching red here, black. Probably company coming in. Prisrisia. Right. That's not what the doctor ordered, I guess. Alright. So we want to have Steadycaster. There is a part of me that wants to have Surgical, but not yet sure about that one. I'm not playing Rise/Fall here. Would rather have Collective Brutality in this matchup. Nimble's bad. Kalitas is great. Logic Knot's also pretty bad. Yep. These Nan. One's on a mulligan. Cryptic Commands, probably a little early here, but I do want to have the red mana. And we're gonna kill something and discard Jace, I think. Okay. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna escalate 2 modes here. Lucky you. Not so lucky anymore. So I'm playing all of this during my main phase because I don't want it to flip again. No, we should be pretty fine. Like, there's almost nothing he can do. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Kill this, bring Jason, and that should seal it. Alright, two very lopsided matchups here. Actually wasn't so much fun. Yet. Oh, our friend. Happy holidays, my friend. Get another chance. But actually, this time our hand's even better. Dum 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 dum. Um, I'm gonna go with the non-fetchable land here because I actually was gonna use something anyway. And I want to have access to black without shocking myself. Because we have to play a little bit of the long game here. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? Chord and Vizier of Remedies and Walking Ballista. I think if we take That has to be court. It's insane how much I enjoy playing Magic. Okay. So we know what he does have in hand. Therefore, I'm just gonna start killing stuff here. I'm gonna take Eternal Witness because he will activate Goblin Township, and then in his turn he could do it again, which would leave us with a non-functional blocker here, and then we would have to use Cryptic Command or something. So I'd rather have a 1/2 bird than a 4/3 Eternal Witness, because he can't attack with the bird and activate the Goblin Township. Walking Ballista. We're pretty low already, but needed that second black mana. And there's a lightning bolt. So we're all good now, for the most part. Yeah, I don't think he's having much fun here. So I currently don't want to discard any of these, and because I do not yet know what he's coming around with. Just gonna wait. I want to have the Field of Ruin for the Givany Township. Yeah, his only out here should be a Collected Company. I like to keep him in the game, otherwise there's not much. Certainly not that one. So we have 8 damage on board. Took another couple of seconds for him to realize that he's dead. Alright, same procedure. Bring all of this in one surgical. Noodle's gonna go. Liliana's gonna go. I think my critic's gonna go. I don't know why, but there's so many hands where we just don't have any land in hand that it's beyond unfortunate. I'm gonna kill the bird because we don't know what his mana situation is, and even if he does have full up play here, I want to slow him down as much as possible. Fire Walker, for instance, is not a big deal. I think my roommate's having sex though. Sounds like it at least. Alright, so we can do a couple of interesting things here. We could have also just waited for Kalitas. But I wanted to have a look here first. And this way it's also Riceful, let's see. I don't think it's worth it. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Alright, so our opponents' companies are just like the worst I've ever seen. Nonetheless, though, still somewhat shitty situation here. I'm gonna take 4 at least. might have another company there. So, I mean, I could start by going with Damnation here. But if he has a Path of Exile, then we don't yet die. And he also cannot attack with those two into our Kalitas, so I'm just gonna go with that one. Also because of the Voice Resurgence trigger, which is really unfortunate. Yep, another company. That hurts. Man, why is he always hitting just one creature? Like, is he playing so many non-creature spells? Like, those are some of the worst companies I've ever seen. Alright. Taking the Damnation, which is fine because we can kill almost everything with the two cards we have in hand. And Kalitas is just gonna go strong. Okay, let's have a quick look here. Cryptic Command, nope. Watergrave, don't necessarily need it though. So Kalitas is so important that I don't run a risk running into a Court of Calling by attacking, and he just gave up, I think. So this dude's not having a good time against us. On the draw, let's keep it. I'm gonna exchange this Field of Ruin, like, really not satisfied with it. What are we playing against here? Breeding Pool, Birds of Paradise. Saheeli Evolution. That was the risky line, but I'm hoping that he doesn't find another land here and just can't play anything. Come on, you motherfucking lucker. Fuck. It's an okay land, but not the one we needed. Okay, apparently acidic slime's coming around. Which is cool, because if we now draw a... So what he wants to do here, I think, is spawn well, it doesn't really matter because we're definitely going to counter that trigger. But I think he wanted to evolution the copy. Just need a red source here, or a second black source. That would also be fine. Everything plays. Okay, tapped source. So we know one of these cards is a Renegade Relia. Therefore, I'm already feeling now, in order for him to not be able to use that, should have killed the blood, the breeding pool. Just have it to go after the untapped land there. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't want to trigger Revolt. I don't think it makes any difference here. Okay. He's slowly working his way up. Another Renegade Relia, sure. Hmm. So hopefully he won't be able to find a creature here that he can play. Oh, since Pilgrim, well, that's a creature he can play. And this is very problematic. Right, I do want to have the Snapcaster Mage, of course. Bloodsaint is an option. What can we do here? Terminate the elemental token. Could of course also try to block. That doesn't seem very good. And I think we're just gonna fetch for a red source here. Make him sacrifice. And then follow it up with another Liliana. Right, because now we can counter the trigger. Don't even have to waste resources here. That's great. Sun Titan. Well, okay. The thing is that this doesn't use the stack when we discard it, which is a little bit unfortunate, but still fine. Kikijiki. Okay. Rough start there. Almost lost it. Alright, so same procedure. We want to have this, we want to have this. Super many one-offs. So he's playing Ball off the main board. That will have to make us think. Ricefall, not great here. Kalitas, super great. We need some counter magic. This is fine, not great. And Zedicaster is great as always. These two, no, actually, 2 Thought Seeds are gonna go out. Yeah, Thought Seed is gonna go out. Bring those back in. Alright, our opponent's already down to 4 cards. And if he doesn't have the the combo by turn 3, I think that he won't stand a chance. Alright. This time we got a little lucky with that bolt. Never mind. Alright, so let's see. If he tops it, it's definitely gonna be the cat. Alright, put a card on the bottom. Because up until now, like, everything ran really, really smoothly for him. Third Saheeli. Put a card on the bottom. Alright. Now we got him. It's actually a pretty cool deck. Can't say anything about it. Or anything bad about it, I should say. It's a value engine. No one can say anything else. Yeah, I mean, since we cannot do anything here, really, we could just wait for the ultimates of our planeswalkers. Oh, we could just... Yeah, alright. Let's ultimate with the planeswalkers. Ah, come on, let's be greedy. Why not? If we lose this, I'm gonna kill myself. Alright, so that's the third win in a row. And these 3 matches were pretty one-sided. I'll take a short break and then I'll be back with round number 5. Alright, it was actually a very short break. I think even under a minute. Fuck my life. 3 core spirit dances, but only 1 mana. Put 1 card to the top of his library. So that's certainly gonna be either a Boggle or a Lance. I think we're just gonna go with Rancor here. Daybreak is the best card, but we do have 2 Lilianas in our hand. And as long as he cannot trigger those Firewalkers... No, those aren't Firewalkers. You know what I mean. Spirit Dances. Then we should be okay. Because what he needs to draw is, he needs to draw another land, then he needs to draw another aura that he can attach to one of his spirit dances, and only then he can play the coronet. And for that all to be functional, he also needs to have that one Spirit Dance survive for at least one turn. Otherwise, he's just gonna draw a card and do nothing with it. Okay. Don't want to have him drawn. Okay. Now it gets interesting, to be honest. Now it does get interesting indeed. Hmm. Which one? Okay. Okay. He also does have a Boggle. Just another Spider Umbra. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of Nimble Obstructionist here. Somewhat unfortunate that in this situation where he actually has creatures that we can attack with removal spells, we don't draw any removal, but just Liliana, and he has so many creatures that we're falling behind a little bit, but at least we're still in the game, and Critical Command can probably provide us with a little bit of protection here. Problem is if he does have another Leyline of Sanctity. Yep. He obviously did. Don't know if that's too unfortunate for us though. So the question is here, do we want to kill the Spirit Dancer? I think so. Oh yeah, shit, he does have a Dry Double. I forgot about it. Yeah, that was actually pretty bad of me. Just gonna attack. I somewhat fucked that up. Without another Daybreak Coronet though, we should be alright. And he's digging. And he has to attack us. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, he will at least go to 10, no matter what he plays. Great. Tough matchup. But I think we're getting there. If I don't misclick. Sure. Alright. So let's see what we can do here. We need that. We need this. We want to have the nation. Don't want to have Liliana the Last Hope. This card's good. Cryptic Command's perfect. Kalita's actually also not too bad. Lightning Bolt. So let's assume he's taking an aggressive mulligan for that Leyline. And we're on the draw. So I'm gonna take out Thought Seizes. I'm gonna take out the Lightning Bolts as well. Just preparing for the worst case scenario here. Also, Lightning Bolt doesn't really hit anything. So, could go with these two. Terminate's still in there because of the Spirit Dancer, because that grows out of proportion real quick. And therefore, this is actually a pretty slow hand. Probably too slow against Boggles. But I'm going to keep it on the back of Liliana. But, yeah. Okay, I think might be over already. The Umbra is fucking annoying as well. Okay. Okay, so we need to draw a land. There's a land. Land is good. So because of the Umbra, we cannot use the Damnation yet. Therefore, we're gonna prepare Cryptic Command, Bounce Leyline, and then hope he doesn't follow it up with another creature. Okay, this is a mistake, I think. Unless he really wants to trick us into doing something here. Good. We just need about one turn He hopefully doesn't have a creature. Let's see. Okay. Discard. Terminate. Okay. Now Liliana's up again. Up and running. Good. Alright. 4-1. Just losing a really weird game against Goblins. But other than that, pretty satisfied. And yeah, so the only way you beat Boggles is with Liliana and Cryptic Command. There's just no other way. And Liliana of the Veil synergizes really well with both Nicol Bolas and Rise and Fall, because we can basically control whenever we want to discard a creature. And Liliana is also getting better again now that Assassin's Trophy has been spoiled and all the mid-range decks are going to come out again. So yeah, I'm not yet sure. I'm definitely going to throw out that Field of Ruin now, because there's so much land hate right now in Modern that I don't think we need it anymore in the main board, and it's screwing up too many hands for me to still run it in the main. Sometimes it's very useful, but just oftentimes it just fucks up the hands. And then the Ego thing is going to come into the sideboard, and there's going to be a couple of changes. I'm really happy with the 4th Cryptic up until now. I think that's exactly what we needed top end to buy us a little more time in some situations. I'm not yet sure if I'm going to go with a 2-1 split here between the Lilianas, or if P and Kieran Law is coming back in. But right now, everything looks pretty round. It's a lot of fun to play. And yeah, you can beat almost anything. This is the first of the videos that I'm going to produce this weekend. On Saturday, I think I already mentioned it, I'm going to play PPTQ. I'm going to keep you updated about that, how that went. I'm going to go ahead and make a small tournament recap afterwards. I hope you enjoyed the content. You know, still pretty tired from the last 2 weeks, but it will get better as the days go by and I get into the weekend. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, follow the link down below. And otherwise, subscribe. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and have a good night, guys.